Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker is now just a little under 2 months away from its official release by writer and director J.J. Abrams and Chris Terrio, as well as creator George Lucas. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, one thing about Episode 9 that a lot of fans are very excited about is the fact that this film is going to be a revelation film answering many of the burning questions from The Force Awakens, while also creating brand new questions and revelations in this movie that will be answered at the very end of Episode 9 at certain points, also in the second act of Episode 9, that's going to be used as a way to benefit the characters of Rey and Kylo Ren from start to finish of this film. Now, we do know that J.J. Abrams has a plan in place in order to make this by far the darkest Star Wars film there is out of the entire Skywalker saga, and what's really intriguing about all of this is that shot descriptions consisting of a sequence where it's explained that Rey is said to be traveling over to a place called the Lost City, where it's explained that she is said to come across the Land of Warriors, which is said to be a place full of Jedi ruins and structures. It's explained that during one of the scenes, Rey is said to come across a large statue of Anakin Skywalker that was built during the Clone Wars era, that was said to have been built by the Force renovators, who created the statue of Anakin Skywalker that stands around 50 feet high. It's said that during the scene, Rey is said to travel inside of the statue where she comes across many belongings of Anakin that were kept locked away for a very long time. Now, it's described that as Rey enters the statue, she begins to hear the Force Ghost voice of Anakin Skywalker delivering ancient Jedi code to her, where it leads her to discovering a device that Anakin owned for many years and kept locked away. The device is said to contain a partial hyperspace route that would lead one directly to another galaxy in the universe, and that Anakin found this device inside of one of the Dark Temples during his time during the events of the Clone Wars, and that this device will be explored in the upcoming Clone Wars Season 7 in 2020 by Disney and Lucasfilm. So let's go over a couple of parts about this as to why this would really bring Star Wars in a different direction. Now, I'm not quite sure how I really feel about this. I will admit that I think that Star Wars should really stay in one galaxy instead of even teasing the fact that there may be another new galaxy in the works for the future of the franchise. This could very well be what was actually being teased by, of course, Rian Johnson of creating a new Star Wars trilogy on a blank canvas. You guys may recall the rumors from over a year ago that actually went over how Rian Johnson's new trilogy would be centered on a brand new galaxy, hence why his new trilogy would be nothing to do with the Jedi, the Sith, or anything around those lines. But I digress. What's really intriguing about this, though, is that Anakin Skywalker actually discovered this device during the events of the Clone Wars, and that this device in particular is going to be explained even further in the Clone Wars Season 7 that's all set and ready to release in 2020. Now, the Clone Wars Season 7, by the way, is going to be one of the big TV series on Disney Plus, apart from The Mandalorian, and of course the Kenobi TV series, as well as the Cassian Andor series. Now, this structure, this statue, if you will, of Anakin Skywalker was developed by the Force Renovators. Now, in case you guys have no idea what the Force Renovators really are, they are said to be these group of creatures that keep the Jedi structures alive within the Land of Warriors. Now, the Land of Warriors is actually a place full of, ancient Jedi structures and lore that actually was protected by the Renovators for a very long time before they actually decided to leave. Now, this movie itself by JJ, you can see that this is yet another prime example of not just introducing new Jedi, Sith, and Force lore, but it's also JJ's way of introducing new lore in a sense where it's going to lead Star Wars in a different direction, either for better or worse, right? So, when we look at Episode 9 here, we do know that this movie is going to explore a lot of Star Wars Legends content that will be made canon by Disney, and that, of course, this world that contains the Lost City is actually said to be based on a specific world from the EU, from also the Expanded Universe, as people like to call it, right? Now, we're not quite sure what the name of this world is as of yet. We've been talking about this world for a very long time. We're still not quite sure about the name of this world that Rey travels to. For all we know, this could very well be underneath the surface of the world of Pasaana, of the new desert world in Episode 9. That's a big possibility because we do know that there's going to be a certain point in time in the film that Rey goes on a personal mission by herself in order to discover as much Jedi and Sith lore as possible, in order to keep historical accuracy for a new order that she wants to develop at some point in time, either at the very end of the film and beyond Episode 9. So, speaking about Disney and Lucasfilm here, I will say that this movie does have a lot of potential to satisfy the hardcore fans when it comes to the hardcore, the fans that are really much in tune with the Jedi, the Sith, and the Force in general that was really explored in Star Wars Legends, to its maximum potential. And the fact that they're trying to do this in Episode 9 really speaks volumes. Anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.